My name is Jorge Pedret. My grounding color is yellow, and I'm here for another episode of The Shed Show. And in this episode, I want to explore with you some of the shit that is happening in my world and that has been happening for a while. And this a while, about 10 years ago or so, there was a shift in my life where I had some sort of status. I had in the society, in the world. I had money. I had confluence. I have friends. I have a place to live. I had work. I had money, and something happened in my life that started shaking those foundations. And I want to mention a few of these things. The one was the insufficient time. There was no time during the day, and I was running into this place of feeling like I was always constantly working and working, and I didn't get to be like, I didn't feel fulfillment inside of the work that I was doing. So there was a lot of pressure about this work, and this also a pressure from another side of wanting to create my own projects and ideas that bring a life like that I'm passionate about, things that I'm passionate about into the world. And this started building up some pressure and investigation and research on my side, and this discomfort of going to work or having to work on somebody else's ideas and projects, and that started developing that discomfort about doing those things. There's another thing that was also putting pressure, is this desire to be in nature. I wanted really deeply to be in nature. I was growing bitter and in discomfort from the sounds of the alarms of the cars, the sounds of the cars and the sounds of the sirens in the city, and this constant input of electricity and just sounds and constant stimulation from, like, buy food, buy this, buy that. Here is this shiny light, here is this shiny sound and loud sounds, and you should be doing this, you should be doing that. So it's like constant bombarding of shit like that kept my being constantly stimulated. And in going through a few journeys to nature, I discovered that there is some peace, there is something different that I was experiencing there, and I started yearning for having more and more of this. There was another one of those inputs was the medicines. I had this yearning for knowing about the medicines, the natural medicines. So I started doing investigation and research with cannabis, with marijuana, and I started doing smoking it myself, and also there was investigation with the magic mushrooms, which for me, in my family, from where I came, my growing up, this was a complete, like, no, like, stay away from these drugs, stay away from all of these things. And so it was a very challenging time for me, and coming into these two sides of information, one telling me that these are medicines that reconnect you with nature, medicines that show you another aspect of yourself, and then having my family or society side telling me that, like, these are not things to mess up with, that they're gonna destroy you, they're gonna drive you into destruction. And so I started doing this research little by little throughout some years, and like getting more and more into it. And it was a life-changing experience where I had all of these different pressures from different places, and coming to this place where the medicines and the environment and this different culture that I was being looked from like this culture of connection with nature, this culture of your own essence, like you have everything you need, everything is here in this moment, you have your bread, you have friends and family, and it was this big shift that happened within me, one from the culture where I came from that value money and that value material things, and that value uh, progress and success and status, uh, to this other culture that just value being, value relationships, value nature, and value, like really really value love. There was like constant talk about love, so I was faced in between these two cultures, and my being was like spread in between these two cultures, and it was very painful and confusing, and it was a big process of ripening of myself. Like myself was just like torn apart, and that process started happening about 10 years ago, and it's coming to this place where I lost my status. Like I don't have money, I don't have, and I got into shed of hating the world for valuing these things, of material and of success and money, and I hated the world for doing that, and and I was in deep shed from that, because I was in this other place of scarcity where I was rejecting pretty much 80 to 90% of the world around me. I was pushing them away, and I was like holding on to this edge of this other culture that values love and values connection, and I lost my status, I lost my place where I was living, I lost my vehicle, friends, I lost ton of friends, and I went on journeying, I went on a journey traveling. But anyways, the shed, this shed show is about that shed that I went into, and that I'm still into, of this rejection of a big part of the world, because I was rejecting them, as saying like, you guys are bad, you guys are evil for chasing money, for chasing material things, and putting material things and status above people and connection. So there was this judgment of the other side of where I was, and I came back and rejecting that part, and pretty much coming out on this full circle of being in that side for a long time, now in this place of scarcity where I'm dying. I'm dying from the severing of the cutting myself off from my friends, from my family, and really like the not having this ability to connect anymore with people, because I instantly see the shadow part, and coming out on this side of the circle is like say, like life is telling me, these people are your brothers and sisters, these people are your tribe, you need to be working with them, you need to be in service to them, working with them, whether they have money, whatever they are, like get rid of like those filters. I had like filters and goggles that it was really blinding me from delivering my value. So now I was like, with all this huge value and love that I have for the world and for people, and not having the like a place to land this, like it was like scarce, very scarce, and I was withholding on all of that love, and I'm still in that process of how can I deliver this love. I have so much love for people, and I want to offer it, I want to use it, I want to make it available for the world, and without using these goggles to say who is it for and who is it not, who used to give it, and I'm that process of being in this between these two cultures, it threw me into that deep shed, and that is this episode of the Shed Show. Thank you for watching. And if you have any shed that you want to share, please do so. This is the space for the shed show. And if you want to subscribe, also subscribe for more shed show. And thank you again, and until the next time.